I do not want to ruin the surprise, so I am going to let this next guest take the lead on this interview. She is an award-winning recipient tonight at the USHCC Awards Gala 2023. Nathalie, please tell us what you're winning tonight and what you did to earn that award.
Wow, okay, so tonight I'm being awarded the 2023 LGBT Advocate of the Year Award, primarily for building a business that supports and employs the LGBT community. So we opened the first queer gym in America about 2010. We've been in business about 13 years. Originally started in Oakland, California as a brick and mortar location. And for the last 3.5 years, we've been fully remote, serving the LGBT community across the U.S. and parts of Canada, Abu Dhabi, and Spain and Mexico now.
So you're international.
Yeah.
And so the name of the gym is called Queer Gym?
The Queer Gym.
So what inspired you to start this gym?
The Queer Gym idea came just from my personal experience. I grew up playing sports. I grew up as a physical trainer, and everything was fine and dandy because I presented feminine. And as I started to become more comfortable with my sexuality, started to present more masculine, that's when the gym experience got volatile, to say the least. So being misgendered, feeling unsafe in locker rooms, being approached by men for things that you should not be approached for in a gym. And so from that point, I went from loving the gym, being at the gym, working at the gym, to literally going home and working out in my room because I just didn't feel comfortable in a space that I once felt like home to me. And at that point, I figured I couldn't be the only LGBT person having this experience. And I remember Googling, like, LGBT gym, lesbian trainer, lesbian gym. And back in 2009, 2010, the only results I got back on Google were, like, porn. So not quite the workout I was looking for. Happy to say that the Queer Gym is now Googleable. If you Google Queer Gym, queer trainer, lesbian trainer, you'll see the Queer Gym pop up right away. And so we've really paved the space for the LGBT community, particularly the trans community. The LGBT community has it rough, but I am here representing the trans community. I don't identify as trans, but I am a huge ally, hence the colors I'm wearing today. Because this award is specifically for the employment of LGBT community. And the trans community, there's a huge wage gap for the trans community compared to LGBs. There's a wage gap. They're twice as likely to be unemployed. And so we really do make an effort to try out and seek employees that are representative of our membership. And so I just have it's a big place in my heart for the trans community because I know that I may struggle as a lesbian, as a female, as a Mexican, but then adding a layer of trans on top of that, I couldn't imagine. And so my heart goes out. They inspire me, and I'm just here for it because they're a subset of the community that needs us even more.
Right. Now, I want to say that you have brought up some points that I had never thought about, and so I'm sure a lot of people in the audience feel the same way. Yeah. So I want to thank you for standing out, being courageous, and taking a leadership role in educating people because it is important.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So now, speaking about this weekend convention, what has been your biggest takeaway this weekend, other than being an award winner?
Well, I mean, it's been great. I got recognized as the entrepreneur, like the rising star, a couple years ago by this community, which meant a lot to me because it was acknowledging, like, from my own people, and, traditionally LGBT, Mexican, the vibe,
Yeah.
And so that meant a lot to me then. And now receiving this award today, specifically for the employment piece of that, means a lot to me because I would say my toughest jobs I've ever had, number one, being a spouse. Really hard.
I can relate to that.
Very hard. And number two, being an employer, because you're dealing with humans, you're dealing with their whole life. And they're really giving you a big part of their day every day towards working towards your dream. And so to be able to, I feel affirmed by receiving this award because I feel like in my journey of becoming a good leader, becoming a good employer, there's been a lot of lessons because there's been a lot of failures. And so it feels good to, like, win something.
Right. Well, as they say, the line to success is not a straight one.